Good morning, Year 5. Hope you're all well. Today we're going to be learning about reading and writing decimals up to 2 decimal places. Now, with this PowerPoint, I am going to be explaining how some of the questions will look like, and there will be moments in the video where I will ask you to pause the video so that you can have a go at answering some questions, and then we'll unpause it and see how you've done. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at this place value grid, and we've got a decimal number which is 24.65. So I'm just going to underline that there. Okay, and we've also got some counters which are over here. Now what we want to do is we want to use these counters and place them in the correct placeholders. So what we would look at first is we'll look at the tens, which is for this digit here, and think about which counters would move. So I want you just to pause the video for now and think about which counters would move first of all. Okay, so let's have a look and see if you were correct. So because the digit was 2, that actually shows that we have 2 tens, and that's where the tens have moved over into that column. The next step is to look at the next digit, and the value of this digit is the ones. Okay, so can you think about which counters would move and which place holder would they move to? So I want you to pause the video now and have a think about that. Right then, so it should have been these counters here. So we're showing that there that 4 ones are the same as the digit that we have underlined. Okay, the next one I want you to think about is which counters will move and where will they go to for this digit here. Okay, so what is the value of that digit and which one of these counters will move? So pause the video again and have a think about that. Okay, so if you have got this correct, it should be the counters that show the tenths that are moving, and there should be 6 of them moving because the digit is 6, and we're showing that 0.1 6 times is 6 tenths. And then finally we should have 5 100ths moving into this column here. And then as you can see, if we go on to the slide, we've got 2 tens, and 2 tens equal 20. Got 4 ones which equals 4. We've got 6 tens which equals 0.6, and then we've got 5 hundredths which equals 0.05. Okay, it's really important that we remember when we say decimal numbers that we would write it down as 24.65. We don't say 24.65. It's really important that you say each of these digits separately. Right, so now I'm going to show you some questions that you might come across in today's worksheets. Okay, so the first one we're looking at here is which decimal number is represented. Okay, so what is shown on the place value chart. So you've got 3 options here. You've got A, you've got B, and you've got C. So I want you to pause the video and have a think about which decimal number is represented above. Okay, so if you have done this correctly, I'll show you what your answer should have been. It should have been 2.54, because we can see we've got 2 ones, 5 tenths, and 4 hundredths. Okay, and you can see that I'm very excited if you have got this answer right. If you haven't, don't worry, let's have a go at the next one. So this time you're matching each decimal number to the correct visual representation. So these here are our visual representations, and these here are our decimal numbers. So again, pause the video, think about which one A matches with, which one B matches with, and which one C matches with. Okay, let's have a look and see what you've done. So we've got A matches with 3, which is 1.28. B matches with number 2, and C matches with number 1. And again, you can see if you've got that right, I am dabbing over here. Next one. So this is a simple one, true or false. Okay, so 0.42 equals 3/10 and 12 hundredths. So what we're saying there is, if you added 3/10 and 12 hundredths together, would you get the answer of 0.42? So again, pause the video, have a think about it, do some working out if you need to, and think about whether or not that is true or false. Right, let's have a look and see what the answer is. It is in fact true, because if you add 0.3 plus 0.12, you would get an answer of 0.42. Let's have a look at another one. Okay, so this one here, we've got 3 different decimal numbers. What you're looking at is the digit 4 in each one of them decimal numbers. Which one has the lowest value? And this is very important, and you need to know about your place value and the holders and what they are all worth. So have a look at all 3 decimal numbers, and I want you to choose which one does the number 4 have the lowest value in. So just pause the video and have a think about what your answer might be. Alright, let's have a look at the answer. So 8.94 is actually the correct answer, because the value of this digit, the number 4, is hundredths. Okay, whereas in this one it is tenths, and in this one it is ones. So you'll be familiar with this, you've done this before with me. You've got some worksheets now. There'll be some fluency questions and there'll be some reasoning questions. The challenges are mild, spicy, and extra hot. It's up to you to choose which one you want to do. So I'll let you make that decision. Remember, me and Mr. Alexandridis are here to give you any support that you might need. So if you've got any questions, make sure you message us. Have a good day.